Hey everybody. Yeah, it's Doc. We're out here at Sunnyside and the sun just went right behind the mountain, so it's time to get dinner started. So for tonight, I'm just doing chorizo, refried beans, pico de gallo. I've got some tortillas and some limes here. Just going to keep it real simple and short. Nothing fancy. I got a fire going over there, and as soon as she heats up a little more, we'll put everything on and get her cooking and get our grub on, and then probably do a little fire and maybe have a Doc's Fireside Chat later. So that's kind of where we're at, and yeah, welcome to Labor Day weekend 2025, Sunnyside, where we're going to do some trout fishing and some dove hunting. All right, see you in a minute. All right, so we got our little fire going. I don't need a big fire for this. Got our beans going in here. It's just going to be a one-pot dish. So just kind of get everything warmed up. And then once I do that, I'll get my tortillas on here and warm them up. We'll be good to go. This won't take very long. Like I said, this is pork chorizo, egg, and potato, kind of a hash. It's something I learned in a prior life. It's really good, it's really yummy. And then I just grabbed some baked beans and threw it on the side. I got some tortillas here I'll throw on the grill, just kind of toast a little bit. Got a lime, got a pico de gallo over there, and you know, got my beer I'm not promoting because I don't promote beer. And we'll just have a good time. We'll have a nice night. It's a beautiful, beautiful evening out. The sun just went down. It's peaceful. It's quiet. It's cool. It's maybe 75 degrees. If there's a breeze, it's just like 1 mile an hour. I mean, you can't ask for a more beautiful night. So I think after we get done with dinner, we'll go ahead and get a little fire going and maybe do a Doc's Fireside Chat. I think that's a good call. All right, hey everybody. So it's Sunday evening and it's dinner time. So what I'm doing for dinner tonight is carnitas. I've got some tortillas, I got my carnitas, I got my pepper blend, and I got my pico de gallo. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our peppers in here, and we are going to get some pepper on here, and we're going to get a little salt going on here, and we're going to grab our spoon and we're going to head over there to the grill and we're going to get our stuff frying up. All right, welcome back. So we've got our peppers cooked. So I'm grabbing my carnitas and we're going to come over here and get them in the pan. So we've got our peppers cooked. They're looking good and yummy. So we're going to dump our carnitas in here, get them going. You don't want to cook your peppers completely done because obviously you got to heat up the carnitas a little bit. So come back over here. And one of the things I have over here is, see how hot this is. That's not too bad. One of the things I have over here is some limes. So I'm gonna get some lime juice going in here. One more. I have one lime left in reserve for later when I do dinner. So we'll go ahead and throw these away. Right. So we got that going. Got our peppers in here. Doesn't that look good? I love carnitas. I mean, to me, one of my favorite all-time dishes is homemade Mexican rice. Now, Dwayne, what's the difference between Mexican rice and Spanish rice? Okay. Traditionally, a Mexican rice will be made with, they'll burn the rice on the bottom. Okay. You'll have the tomato puree, you'll have the cilantro, the onion, the jalapeno,
and it'll get all you get it all blended together. You'll throw it in the rice and you let it cook, and basically you're burning the bottom to create a crust. Spanish rice is a little bit different. It's more just a traditional rice with a basic tomato base, changing the color, changing the flavor a little bit. I like Spanish rice, but I love Mexican rice. It is incredible when you make it right. So with carnitas, one of the things I really love is a good Mexican rice, homemade with lard. Okay, if you're gonna do a Mexican rice, you got to cook it in lard to get that nice crispy bottom. And then of course the other thing I really like is truly homemade refried frijoles. So you take your pinto beans, you cook them, you get them all done. Usually the next day, again, you're going to use lard. You're going to smash them and cook them, and you get a little bit of crust on them as well. So for me, the trifecta is carnitas with refried frijoles and good Mexican homemade rice. So it is what it is. That's my homie food right there. I mean, it's yummy. So for me to do this out here is just incredible, and it just, I don't know if you can see this, but it just looks so good. So we're just gonna let it sit over the fire, heat up. It'll be done here pretty quick, and we'll do our tortillas, and man, we're just gonna have one hell of a dinner. It's just gonna be incredible. So right now we've got a good heat going here. I'm really happy with it. I like how it's looking. And yeah, we'll check back in a minute. So when we check back, I'll probably do the tortillas, and we'll get our grub on. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. So Labor Day 2025, went out fishing, went out dove hunting, and went to Sunnyside. We got 4 trout, and unfortunately we only got 1 dove. So what do you do when you only get 1 bird? That is $1 million question. You go out there and you work it and you do everything you do and you try, and well, you only get 1 bird. Well, I shot many birds. I knocked down 3, but I was only able to recover 1. That kind of sucks. But I got my 1. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a jalapeno popper. It's a tried and true thing you can do. So first thing you do is you're going to take your jalapeno and you're going to cut it in half. And you're going to hollow it out. So get all the seeds out. All right. There you go. And then you're going to do the same for the other side. All right. Get them out. So you got hollow jalapenos. Next step, fill it with cream cheese. Because, what the hell, right? So we get our cream cheese here. It's all yummy dummy. Fill up that jalapeno all the way. Okay. Grab the other half. If you had more birds, you could obviously do this with more jalapenos. I don't, sadly. So we're going to grab our one and only dove breast, sadly, and cut it in half. Now, I breast shot this bird, so I had to check it for BBs, and we're good. So put the breast right on the jalapeno cream cheese. Okay. Now I season everything. So little salt. Okay. Little pepper. Get it on there. My pepper's not behaving. I don't know why. I love pepper. There we go. Little bit of garlic. My garlic always works. Okay, so the last part of this equation is always bacon, because bacon makes everything better. So grab your bacon and you're going to wrap it all the way around. And what's important about wrapping it is it really, as this cooks,
that cream cheese is going to want to run out. Okay, so you really need the the bacon to kind of really seal in that cream cheese. Okay, so there you go. So there's one. So you grab your bacon. And obviously, if you had more than one Dove, which I don't, it would be cool, but I don't. So I'm going to wrap it. And we're going to wrap it really good and tight. Okay. There you go. And I'm doing pork chops tonight. So what I'll probably do is, since I got one more jalapeno, I'll do that with a pork chop strip just to have fun with it. So there you go. That's Dove jalapeno poppers 101, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So we'll show you a picture at the end and what it looks like. Out.